Hello, jumping straight in. Today in this video, I'll be showing you the exact strategy that every brand doing over $1 million per month on TikTok is using. Brands like Halara doing 8.1, The Lost Skills selling an apothecary book doing 5.7, Tar Cosmetics selling 5.3 mil, Mary Roofs, they're selling a multivitamin doing 5.3 mil, Comfort selling sweatsuits doing 5 million, Goalie Nutrition doing 4.8, Reus Research with a NDA plus supplement doing 3.8, Micro Ingredients doing 3.5, and all of them have in common that they're using the exact same strategy. So who am I? My name is Anthony. Why should you listen to me? I run an agency where we run and scale multiple brands. As you can see down here, in the last 7 days for this brand, we generated $124,000 in revenue. In the last 28 days for this brand, we generated $214,000 in revenue. And in the last 28 days for this brand, $243,000 in monthly recurring revenue. So first things first, jumping into the strategy is product listing. So product photos are the most important factor. You want to make sure they are clear, and you should be able to tell exactly what the product is within 3 seconds of hitting the product page. Also, you want to add features, benefits, ingredients. As you can see here on the right side, Goalie has a couple. You want to add social proof, which can be reviews, awards, units sold, etc. Anything that brings credibility to your brand. Also, you can add lifestyle images, basically just your product in use. Second, product title. You want to make sure it is clear. Do not invoke curiosity. You should be telling them exactly what they are getting. At the end of the day, a confused buyer does not buy. Also, include keywords for organic search and ranking. This is a side that a lot of people on TikTok neglect. It's the storefront where people search up your product. You want to make sure you are ranking for that. Third, include social proof and benefits as well. You can see here America's #1 ashwagandha brand. They're adding social proof that brings credibility to their brand. Okay, so third for the product listings is description. You want to make sure it's concise. Use bullet points. Do not use a huge text wall and paragraphs that people will not read, right? You want to make sure it's easily scannable and people can read it within a couple seconds. Also, you could use videos and graphics. I like to add case studies and testimonials here. This just brings social proof to your brand and it brings people closer to the buying process. Second is outreach volume. So mass outreach is essential starting out on TikTok Shop. This is how you get a lot of affiliates on board, especially starting out, right? So the gold standard should be 1,000 a day. Minimum is 100 to 200 a day. Less than this, you will not be able to compete. So it's very important. You do not want to be the person that's only doing 50 a day and falling behind. Outreach becomes less essential the more volume of product you sell, because the more you sell, the more affiliates will be reaching out to you to work with you, right? So the more you sell, the less is going to be essential for your brand to grow. Fourth, the biggest brands are working with thousands of influencers, right? So TikTok Shop is really his number game. The more influencers you have, the more content you put out there, the more sales you're going to get. It's directly proportionate. So two types of outreach that you can do. There's either manual or you could automate it with a Yuka AI bot. It's called. It costs a little bit of money, but it's negligible for what it does, right? So manual, I personally think is better for bigger teams who have a dedicated either employee for TikTok or they have VAs set up because there's more potential for outreach, right? In Yuka, you're limited to the amount of volume you can do, but it's completely automated, so you don't have to spend any time for it. Third, affiliates. So there's two types of affiliates you can bring on board. Commission-based, these work strictly for commission and a free product, and then retainer, which they work for those two as well, but they have a monthly retainer on top of that. The majority of your creators are going to be commission-based, again, because they're cheaper, and then your top creators should be retainer-based. So both have a very valuable role in your brand, and it's important that you actually have some capital to allocate towards working with creative partnerships. And generally, 80% of your revenue is going to come from the top 20% of the affiliates. So really, TikTok Shop is just the game of finding what affiliates convert, and then churning the ones that don't, and then scaling the ones that do, right? So commission, they are cheap, so you could get a lot of them, but you do have less quality of content and quantity, right? Also, they are less receptive to coaching and training because they're not incentivized to listen to you. And that's the complete opposite of retainers. So they do cost capital, but you do have more quality of content and quantity. And you could actually say criteria and requirements, meaning like, for example, you could tell the creator that either you post 20 videos for me per month and go live 3 times, or you don't work for us basically. And for commission starting out, you're not going to be able to do that, right? You have no leverage in the situation. Also, retainers are more coachable, and I'll dig a little bit deeper into that in the next in 2 slides. Fourth, affiliate incentives. Similar to creating a good offer for your customers, which everybody knows, you also want to create a good offer for your affiliates, right? You need to give them a reason to actually post good videos other than commission. So this is one of the reasons why Goalie has seen such explosive growth. They were very innovative with this, and these are their incentives right here to our right. So you can see for 1,500 in GMV, you get an iPad all the way up to 1.2 million in GMV. You get a condominium in Miami. You get a jet ski, an iPhone, a camera, a 3-month retainer, or you can choose $525,000 in cash, right? So you don't have to go this crazy, but there's a couple things that you can do. So you could either set rewards and prices like Goalie, or you could just offer a high commission percentage. Yeah, as an affiliate system, you're only going to be making money when they make money. So just put them in a position to do the best they possibly can. Number 5, content training. So I want you to put it in your head that there's only 2 levers you can pull in order to make more money with your product on TikTok Shop. So it's quantity of content, meaning volume, and quality of content, meaning how good it is. So you want to train and guide your affiliates on how to make viral videos that lead to sales. There's also 2 different strategies you can use depending on what type of creator they are. So if they're commission, you have to use a different angle than if they're retainer based. So for commission based, the best practice is to collect winning hooks, audio and visual, video formats, talking points, basically anything that makes a video go viral. You want to collect it and put it into a content brief where you can share with that affiliate, right? You can't do too much when it comes to commission based because they're not very incentivized to listen to you at all, which in the retainer base is the opposite. You can do a lot with them and you can set requirements for them, etc. And they'll be way more likely to listen to you. So for retainer, what is the best practice is creating a group, either Discord or Slack works best, where all of them populate and you get on weekly calls with them where you review and give them feedback on their content, right? So they get better through time. Also, another very important aspect of it is the community where you can post, like, let's say one affiliate has gone viral. You take that video, you post it in the group, and then all the other affiliates are going to start emulating that video and start getting a bunch of sales because it's already proven for your brand. So that's a very important aspect as well. Number 6 is paid ads. So Spark Ads is the method that is allowing these brands to scale extremely quickly, right? First, you want to reinvest the profits of your other products into the ad spend itself, right? To take market share on TikTok. Second, you want to push ad spend on videos that already went viral organically. Do not spend ad spend on videos that didn't go viral organically. You're going to be wasting your money. The method for this is to use 20 to 30% of the revenue that the video generated and push it towards ad spend. So the shelf life of a viral video on the algorithm is around 2 weeks, and you could, with a couple thousand in ad spend, you could extend this by 2 to 3 weeks. So the viral video is just getting sales for 6 weeks sometimes. Now I know that this sounds complex, and you are running a business. So if it would be too time consuming for you, and you'd want to skip on all the trial and error that comes when starting out, you can go in the first link in the description and go there, book a call in our scheduler to see if you do qualify to work with our agency. In there as well, we'll give you a free strategy that you can use. And I'll wrap it up here. So thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day.